Hey everybody, how is everyone doing today? So, today is kind of the chatty / sprint thing that I do on Fridays at 3 p.m. If you don't know me, I am writer Sam Wicker, and I'm a writer of romantasy and fantasy erotica, and yeah. Pen names are Sam Wicker and SW Lupine, as you can see on my name thing down here. I am currently working on a series of 4 books, novellas, really. I have written the first draft. Well, I have finished My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine, and it is with beta readers right now. I've finished writing the first draft of book 2 of it called My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant. And now I am working on finishing up the third one called My Husband Wants to Keep Me Gay. Both meaning of the words there, of course, because, yeah. And then I will begin writing on book 4 after I finish book 3, which book 4 is called My Husband Wants to Keep Me Sated. That last word, sated, might change. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how well I like it. It was also toying with the word fed, but I just don't like how fed doesn't have a double meaning like gay did or dominant did or whatever. But yeah. Hey, Broken. It's been a while. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Is your book coming out pretty soon? I know you were really, really close the last time you popped up in the chat. And I have been so slack on watching everybody else's videos because I've got blinders on with these books because I want to finish each one within 7 days. And the first one I finished within 5 days. The second one I finished within 5 days. This third one I am on day 5 right now, and I will not be finishing it. So this one will probably actually take me the 7-day thing. And then who knows how long the fourth and last one is going to take me. It might be 5 days like the first 2. It might be 7 days. And, the third and last book will be a 7-day streak for both of them. But we'll see. Hey, Cat Paw, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better. I know you've been feeling rough here lately. Broken says, this year I'm waiting on a few things still in a final but likely quick round of editing. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Can't wait. I'm gonna be one of your pre-orders or first ones to purchase it because I just kind of want to hold it in my hands. But yeah. Okay. Sorry. I thought I could do the whole hair up thing, but the headache is, yeah. So for another thing that y'all might not know about me, especially if you're new here, I am prone to migraines. And whenever the weather is rainy, cloudy, changing, that's when I usually have my migraines. Also, I get headaches a lot because of my allergies, because of the pollen and everything that is green outside. Here we are. So if you see me rubbing my head a lot, it's just trying to relieve some of the pressure. Broken says, I have character art coming in, then I need cover art. Right now, I'm also trying to find a halfway decent text-to-speech reader that's free and actually free, and not sort of technically free. I get that. I need to get some character art done, especially for these 4. And I'm still doing my book covers for most of mine. I do have 3 book covers purchased, but they are definitely not for this quadrille, whatever 4 books is called. Again, I don't know why I can't ever remember that word. I can't. It's my brain just refuses to latch onto it and keep it. But I always want to call them a quadrille. And I know it's not right because that's musical. Anyway, yeah. That's awesome. Character art. Yeah, that's really awesome. That's cool. I like that. I hope you can find a good book cover artist. I know MCAT Designs is pretty good. I don't know if you have somebody in mind already, but I like MCAT Designs. She's really good. She's the one that I bought the three covers from. And then there's, can't remember her username right now, but she runs a Facebook group. There's all kinds of book cover artists on Facebook. But yeah, MCAT Designs is really good. Let me see if I can find her. Right, correct. She does more fantasy type. I've seen her do horror, and I think I've seen her do a couple of sci-fi, but she might not be sci-fi enough. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if I can find her. So here is the link to I don't want to generate a QR code, dude. Okay. Here's the link to your Facebook group. She posts all of her artwork and stuff up there. Yeah. No one in mind yet. Okay. Like I said, she's more fantasy oriented, so she might not be exactly who you need now that I'm thinking about it. But like I said, she's really good at just about anything too. She's been doing backgrounds, like full spread backgrounds for like the inside of the book, which freaking gorgeous, the ones that she's done. So she's very versatile. Let's put it that way. So yeah, she might be cool to work with for you as well. I know I like working with her, and I can't wait to. If I had stayed to the plan that I had, I would be showcasing her work because y'all would be seeing me reveal her book covers for my books. But yeah, it's there. That's all it is. So there's the link, both on YouTube and Twitch. Hey Gwenna, how are you? Good afternoon. I miss when books had art though. Yes, very much so. I seriously need to find somebody to do fantasy maps for me because every single book that I write is a series, and therefore it spans a good amount of space on the map that's in my head. Sometimes I draw it out, and y'all don't want to see that because it looks like I would say like a 5-year-old, but even some 5-year-olds probably draw better than I do. So yeah, but yeah, I would really like to find somebody to do maps for me because I would like to, whenever book 3 comes out in the I'm No Hero series, whenever I do maybe the hardcovers for them and I do like a Kickstarter campaign, I would really like the insides of the hardcovers, especially, to have the maps in them. And maybe when I redo the paperbacks or something, then I'll do the maps in like the second edition of the paperbacks or something. But the series that I have now, the little novellas, I would really like maps drawn up as well because I think that would be really interesting for the readers to see. But yeah, images, artwork, I like because it's so there's a couple of books that I found in Barnes & Noble that are like Barnes & Noble special things. Fantasy, young adult fantasy, I think they were. But they had some book cover art on the inside, like the first page, before you hit the title page and stuff like that. And it was really pretty. I thought that was really neat. But sometimes the artwork that they put over the chapter heading, I don't know, it just seems like a bit much. Sometimes, like, it'll cover all the way down and even into the words. I've seen 2 books do that, and I thought that was just kind of weird. But the ones that are done with just the, like, over the chapter title, I think are absolutely gorgeous, and that I really like that. Catpaw says there's thunder in the air here, so of course headaches, post migraine, broom, back pain. Can't really focus on writing or editing with the housing situation. Too hot to go driving around looking. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Nah, storms and stuff, they just mess up everything. So storms usually give me headaches or migraines, but it's weird. When I grew up, I would suffer from the same thing, and it was always hot, and I would find myself sitting outside on the swing watching the storm, and for some odd reason that would just alleviate the migraine. I don't know why. It was so weird to me, but I guess it's just being with the storm, becoming one with the storm, maybe. I don't know. Gwenna says, I'm outlining a sequel today, but I'm hopefully going to write a standalone in fall this year. Nice. I love standalones. Standalones are so easy, and I wish I could do more. But it is what it is. It's my brain. I'm at one with it. But the Belle Earth Witch up here is the only standalone that I have so far. It's the only standalone that I have drafted so far. So all the drafts that I have finished or close to being finished, other than Isekai Detective, are parts of trilogies or decologies, the 10 or 12 books. So Belle Earth Witch and Isekai Detective are going to be my only standalones for the next 2 years, because I hope I can get Isekai Detective done and out to y'all in 2026. That's the plan. I really just need like 3 chapters. And I don't know why. I do know why. The characters threw me for a loop kind of towards the end. So yeah, that's the reason why it's taking me so long, because the ending that I had in mind no longer works with the new character dynamic. So yeah, 3 chapters left. I will get to it one day, maybe. And that can ease off the headache, but it's still a blistering sign. Yeah, definitely. I do write the standalone. It will be the only standalone I've ever written. So you got this. Once you do, don't let the characters run away from you. Keep them tightly corralled so that this standalone does not become a duology or a trilogy. Yeah. You have to, do like 25-foot fences, electrocute all of it. Put electricity to all of it. Whatever. But you got this. You're going to love writing that standalone. You're going to love editing that standalone, because editing standalones, oh my gosh, it's just so much easier. And this is another reason why I'm doing the 4 books at once, because with I'm No Hero here, it took me so long to get I'm No Hero published because it was my first book, and I of course doubted myself and I didn't know what I was doing, so I took way too long do everything with it. Now I'm talking everything. So with I'm No Hero, it has been so long since I finished the first draft of this that I'm having to go back with the second book, recheck all the facts, in which I wish I had done that before I published this. So yeah. Writing 4 books at once, the whole series at once. If you can do it, do it. And then you can fast release or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to writing a standalone. Same. The Bell Earth Witch was this close to becoming a duology. I mean, it was right there, and I kept telling myself, no, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. And already, it's probably going to be in the same verse as 1, maybe 2 of my other ones, just because of the way I write. Hey Eva, how are you? Good afternoon, evening, whatever it is. But yeah. So yeah, 5 days. 5 days for the first 2 books. It's probably going to be 7 for this third book. And I'm hoping it'll be 5 days for the last book to be drafted. But we'll see. I probably should have taken a little bit longer time to edit Pristine, but I did 4 rounds. I think it was around, we'll say a round and a half for developmental edits, because I know I read through it once, did the developmental edits, moved stuff around that I needed to, and then I reread it again and added 2 chapters or 1 chapter. So I'm counting, we'll just say 2 rounds of developmental edits. And then I did 2 rounds of copy / line / prose edits through AutoCrit and Pro Writing Aid. And then I reread it again, but I didn't really reread it again. I scanned it, which don't do that. Because that last reread was supposed to be me listening to my book, and I did not do that. So yeah, developmental edits, line copy edits, get something else's eyes on there, and listen to your book. And that's a great pattern to have, I guess. Zion was supposed to be a serial. It's 70,000 word novel instead. And directorate to the sequel probably won't be shorter. It's all good. It is all good. But yeah, let's see. What else was I going to talk to y'all about? Did you find a lot of oopsies with sort of skipping the big proof at the end? Not a lot. I did find where, like, the main character didn't feel quite like herself towards chapter 18. Like, she started to become uncharacteristic of herself a little bit, but then she like popped back into being characteristic of, being herself. So that chapter 18, 17, whatever it was, I need to fix a little bit. And then there were some, so whenever I do AutoCrit and Pro Writing Aid, I do the corrections in one document and then try to transfer or change in my main document, which is my final thing. And when somehow when I did that, I switched final documents. So half is like the pro writing aid document and half is the final document. So I had to go back and fix that. But yeah, it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. Haven't read The Bell Earth Witch yet. I get it. It's small town, cozy mystery with a little bit of spice. Have readers given us a feedback, or just you want to polish it further? The characterization and the half documents I found whenever I was glancing through beta reader comments, and I saw chapter 18 or 17, whatever it was, and I read it, and it just didn't feel like her. And then whenever I was like scanning the rest of it and looking at the comments, I noticed that some sentences were very pro writing aid sentences. So I think the last half is pro writing aid, or it might be the first half is pro writing aid. Yeah, the first half is pro writing aid. So yeah, I have to switch that out. The beta reader feedback that I've actually read, the first 3 chapters, I think, there's a little bit of head hopping. And there is also a lot of the pro writing aid-ish sentences that are not my voice. So I didn't compare the 2 documents. It's like I copied and pasted it over. And then I forget what the other one was, the other big comment that I'll need to polish out. I'll have to go back and check. I'm waiting on a third beta reader's feedback. So Capture the Empress's link is not working. That is not good. So Capture the Empress. It looks like that one's going to be my problem child. Because I don't know why. You go to search it on Amazon, and this is Amazon, okay? You go to search it on Amazon and it won't pull up. It won't pull up any way you do, whether it's Capture the Empress SW Lupine, just Capture the Empress, or just SW Lupine. Nothing pulls up. So I don't know why. But you go to Googly and search for it, and it pulls up. I've changed keywords in Amazon. I've tried to figure out why it's not searchable. And the only thing that I can come up with is that Amazon's kind of blocking it because it is erotica or something to that nature. I don't like that. Why is that link not working? But yeah, that's the only thing I can figure that is going on with that. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. It's erotica. It's not for everything. It shouldn't be as easily searchable as other books, safe books. But at the same time, it's like, why? Why not? Help me out here. Sorry, I'm getting the link. Okay. Hopefully it'll work now. Come on, YouTube. Be a dear and just go where I need you to go. All right. Thank you. It's working now. Okay. So the link in the description for Capture the Empress is working. I guess I need to update that everywhere else, which I will. Thank you, Eva, for trying it out. You are awesome. Okay. Have you done a full listen and read along, sort of read at all since it's been published? The Belle Earth Witch or Capture the Empress? Or I'm No Hero? I have not done a full reread or listen of any of my published books. I'm still at the point where I've looked at them so long that even if I did something with them right now, I probably still wouldn't catch things. So I'm going to give it, like, I reread part of I'm No Hero for facts so I can edit I'm Your Hero, which is the second book. But even then I didn't catch anything. And I know you probably will catch stuff. Yes, definitely have to watch Pro Writing Aid sometimes. Eva says, I own I'm No Hero, but I don't think I've started it. I know I haven't read it yet. Gotcha. I may use it for the HRCYED too somehow. Don't worry, you'll have more than one problem child when it comes to books, probably. Oh, yeah. Because they. What am I at now? I had 63. It stayed at 63 because I had to knock Invasion out because Invasion's too much like a book that's already published. So Pristine was 63, Dominant 64, Gay 65, and Sated is going to be 66. So 66 projects. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, probably. So I just tried. I couldn't find it. Yeah. No, the cover has got flames on it. So, yeah, and it's set to public. Amazon won't block erotica. I don't know. I'll play around with it some more. I could always find my own erotic books with a search. That much is true. It's not even on Goodreads, and I always see erotica there. Cat Paw says, I've noticed it's getting harder to get Amazon to pull up indie authors no matter what the genre, and don't know why. It irks me. Yeah. So I'm No Hero on the Belle Earth Witch. Reverse it there, Sam. Pull up just fine whenever you do a search on Amazon for them. It's just Capture the Empress. And maybe I'm misclicking something. I will, yeah, I'll go through it again. Supporting our friends is easy, but you're very welcome. Maybe just let them stay as is if you haven't read them yourself. Yeah, I will for a while. So my plan was, especially with a trilogy, last book out, do a Kickstarter thing for them. While I'm doing the Kickstarter thing for them, I do edits to see if I need to update anything. And I'll listen to the books again to see if it sounds good. And also if there's like a continuity error, I can go ahead and change that before doing the Kickstarter thing or while doing the Kickstarter thing. And then when the hardcovers get in and the Kickstarter is done and all that good stuff, then they're as close to perfect as they can be. Hardest reading challenge you'll ever do to QWERTY's. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. My links don't show them available on Amazon at all. I'm No Hero is the only one that I didn't directly publish to Amazon. Amazon wouldn't take I'm No Hero because it's too big. So the Belle Earth Witch and then Capture the Empress, that books to read link is not going to show Amazon because they are, I uploaded them specifically to Amazon for that. So Drafted Digital didn't send them to Amazon. I have to buy them elsewhere. So they aren't showing on Amazon because they aren't available. They're an entirely different sort of problem. Hold on. Yeah, they show up. The Belle Earth Witch did. Oh, crap. Come on. I'm No Hero is the 5th one down. 5. And then Capture the Empress still doesn't show up at all. Yeah. So yeah. I'm No Hero is the only one you can buy from Amazon. I see no evidence that your books are available on Amazon. Yeah, I did a search and they're all pulling up. Capture the Empress show up under your author page then? It shows up under SW Lupine. If you go the roundabout way, you Google it, it pops up through the Google search to Amazon. Yeah, it's weird. Search for Swanwicker, the first to show up. You can click on the author link when on the listing and see the books available. Okay, all right. Which isn't the Empress one. It is the only one with that pen name so far. Yeah, but even if you do SW Lupine on the Amazon search, it won't pull up. Like the author name won't pull up and Capture the Empress won't pull up. So yeah, found it the roundabout way. Yeah, see? Google search, you have to click all the way through it, or you click on the books to read link. But yeah, it's just it's weird. It's weird. It's so weird. Okay, so there's the Amazon link. Yeah. If y'all want to buy from Amazon, I know there's like still people who are kind of boycotting Amazon, but at the same time, an indie author on Amazon is not Amazon. Found it on Goodreads. Okay, SW Lupine. As soon as I get more books underneath that pen name, I'm hoping that the search will become easier. If you search Capture the Empress, it comes up on it. Why does it need that? Really? I don't like that. Okay. That might be a clue as to why it's screwed up. Sam pressed an extra button and she hasn't noticed it the last 10 times she's played around with everything. Okay, cool. Thank you, Eva. Huh. Popular in other countries. No, or searchable in other countries. Oh, goodness gracious, this is crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check out to see why it has to have the dots. And Cat Paw says UK is fine too. Interesting. I like this. Australia is fine too because one of my mastermind group meeting people, ladies, is from Australia, and she can search it just fine as well. As long as you can search the Kindle store. Gotcha. Okay. I will definitely play around with that later. I'm not really worried about it right now because, like I said, it's the only book underneath that pen name that I have. But when I published Daughter of Blood Gold and then Invasion, I'm definitely, yeah. We'll see if me publishing one more will pull it up easier. But I will definitely go through tonight after we get through here and fix the whole colon thing. That's just weird. I wonder. I had to have hit that as an extra thing in the title, surely. And I just didn't catch it. Took Eva catching it. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Y'all got me curious now. So back end, it is. All right, cool. Edit. Connor, what's up? What are you doing? What? What do you want? Yeah, it's not. There's not a colon in the title. Well, on the back end, it has the book title and it has a subtitle. So the book title is Capture the Empress without a colon, and the subtitle is A Dark Fantasy Erotica. So maybe it's just having a subtitle. It sucks. If that's the case. Yeah, because the Bell Earth Witch doesn't have a subtitle. I'm No Hero doesn't have a subtitle. It's the subtitle. So, as a self-published author, if you publish to Amazon and you put a title and then you put a subtitle, make sure that whenever you put up links for people to search or whatever, that it has the colon there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I didn't. So there's no punctuation in the book title or the subtitle. Amazon puts that colon in there whenever you have a subtitle to your book. Learn something new every day. Eva, it's magic. Let's try to get to the show up. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Where are you at? What are you doing? Come on. There. Now, okay, you can do the link without the spaces if you want. When I did that index back in the day, I'd have to make sure it was set for spacing and when names SD Houston versus SD Houston versus SD Houston. Yeah, I knew that about the author names because everybody that I've ever talked to said, you know, if you do SW or SD or CL or whatever it is, to make sure that it's the same all across all platforms. That way there's no confusion and it's easy to search you and remember how you spaced it or how you put the periods in and stuff like that, because that's going to be the only way you can search it. SW lupine, no dots. Yes. Happy tappy paws indeed. Yeah. Does it have a DOM title? Yeah. My book comes up with just a title despite having a subtitle. That's weird. Yeah. Yes. Amazon put in the extra colons and people its next. These are all. Don't forget the M dashes. Zon thinks this is non-fiction. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Take the extra ellipses. Gen Alpha thinks those are threatening. There we go. Ellipses isn't threatening. Threatening is when I break out the parentheses. Oh, y'all are awesome. Excuse you, madam. What do you want? What are you doing? Hmm? Come on. Come on. Come on. Get up on Lauren. You've done it before. Okay, so Kona needs to go outside. I am going to give us a little bit of a sprint. How's that? We'll do 25 minutes. If my mouse could click. There we go. All right. Maybe they're threatening, maybe they aren't. Start speaking in the ancient emoticons. I miss doing those. I really do. People could find like the whole cat faces and everything. I miss those. I miss seeing those. Is it Gen Z that finds the threatening? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh. Yeah, boomers don't like it. All right. 25 minutes sprint. Y'all can hang out. Y'all can go get something to drink or eat or whatever. Y'all can write, edit, read, whatever. I'm going to take Kona out, and then I'll probably write a little bit until the timer stops. Don't forget to just like texting you. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some noms if you have rumblies and the tumblies. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Get at it. All right. How did everybody do on that little sprint? If you did anything, I thought I was just going to take Kona outside, but I ended up writing a little bit. I ended up writing 450 words, so that's always a good thing. Let's see. That brings my total for today up to 4,117. Not bad, not bad. For the book, I've got 26,881 so far. So yeah, definitely not going to be done today. Done with it by today. But it is the 5th day. So if I can finish it within 7, we'll be doing good. Right. Speaking of writing a book in 7 days, Sky has a challenge going on. Let's see if I can find that. I think she talked about it during her live, or one of her lives. So if you want to go check out her channel, here is that. But the 7-day book challenge starts on the 16th and goes to the 22nd. That's when Sky and Stephanie are doing it. They're going to have live streams, I think, around 11:30 p.m. And I think Sky is going to do a couple at 8 o'clock in the morning. Those are Eastern time zone times. So be sure to check that out. I will probably be participating because I need to write that 4th book. So yeah, want to get all 4 books done. And yeah, I should get the beta read feedback by the 15th of July at the latest. And I can get Pristine out in August or September, hopefully. I have made my book cover for it, but I'm still working on the blurb because blurbs and synopses for me are like pulling teeth. I'd rather write an entire book than try to write the blurb or the synopsis. Yeah. Still going through emojis and Gen X and boomers and Z and millennials and all that good stuff. Rita hopped in. Hello. And hello, Heather. Welcome. And we have a Gwenna with lunch and 650 words done. Awesome. Eva being a cheerleader like she is. She's the best cheerleader ever. But yeah. And there's the link on the YouTube side, and there's also the link on the Twitch side. Blurbs are kryptonite. Truer words have never been spoken. I swear. Do y'all want to do another sprint, or do you want to chat a little bit? Let me know. And that way I can stop the timer, or we can just keep it going. I do have the next sprint being a 45-minute sprint. Are y'all okay with that? Blurbs are suffering. Yes. They are torture. Torture of the finest. Yeah. No. They're not torture of the finest. They are torture of the worst things ever. No. But yeah. Blurb sucks. Synopsis sucks. Keywords are easier, but I also find that sometimes my brain thinks differently from other people. So keywords can be a little odd as well. Oh no, it's a 25-minute. Y'all okay doing another sprint? Or you want to chat? So I'm writing these in Atticus, and I'm also saving them over in Word, and I'm also saving it in Google Docs. But formatting with Atticus is interesting. I've only formatted one book so far using Atticus. So I'm hoping with these 4 I can really get some practice in with it and be able to maybe do a video review, a little bit of a tutorial kind of thing. I need to get back into making videos again. Um, but writing these books comes first to me. So yeah, my social media presence is kind of suffering because I'm going through all these books, but at the same time, I am an author first, not some social media guru. Sorry. All right. Since I haven't seen anything pop up, I am going to assume that y'all are okay with doing another sprint. And yeah. So 25. To get this on. I got one of those cloud boxes and I can't for the world work out how to get it to work. I have no idea about those at all. Like, yeah. I would have to Google it. Yeah. I have if it's like Dropbox, then yeah. Storage, all the storage for all the things. And until you reach that breaking point and they're like, hey, you need to pay like $50 or whatever it is. I don't know how much it is, but I've got the free version of Dropbox, not I don't pay for it. Obviously. That's what I'm doing. Cloud boxes, figuring it out. I'm sorry. Sounds like a pain. About as much pain as blurb, sorry. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this next sprint. We've chatted for a good portion during our 2-hour thing here. All right. Don't forget to hydrate. Do not forget to get some noms if you have rumblies and the tumblies. Do not forget to look away from your screen if you have been staring at it for an extended amount of time. Do that for at least 20 seconds, and then you can get back to work. If you're able to, go ahead and get up and stretch and move around a little bit. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. See you in 25-ish. Alrighty, how did everybody do on that one? I wrote some words. Might be able to tell you how many here in a second. There you go, 535. Or 534, rather. I'm 400 away from writing 5,000 for the day. I think that might be... No, I can't stop then. I haven't worked that long today, so I need to keep working. Yeah, the husband's going to be at work until 6, so I've got another hour and 14 minutes. Gwenna finished outlining and the kiddo's nap time. I hope she has a great rest of her day. Popping by and hitting the like you. Thank you, Rita. Had to close her eyes for a little while and talk to Kay. Had to sign it back into my phone, so I missed the break. It's all good. Sounds like nap time for lots of folks. Yes, it is a very good time of day to do that. I think it's just something that kind of got ingrained with us at school because, like, I remember being on the bus, and while the bus was very, very loud, like right when we got onto it, towards the end, because I was one of the last ones that would get off of the bus, it was quiet and I could take a nap. And I would nap for like 15, 20 minutes, and that was glorious because after that, there was no telling what the family had us up to. Gardening or cleaning or cooking or whatever. Or I would read 2 books in one day. Who knows? Maggie has a migraine day today. I am so sorry. Wishing us all a happy, lovely day. And boop the like. Hope the migraine eases off. Got the rice cooker going for Cat Paw. And Rita went for water and ended up washing all the dishes and chatting without me. I get that. I really do. I did that the other day. I had to laugh at myself. Let's see. What do we have coming up for sprints today? So it is almost 5 o'clock. We've got Paper Tiger and Jamie and Jillian starting. So if y'all want to hop over to their streams, that is perfectly fine. HK, I think, is still on vacation, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes. She is. Okay. So she didn't start at 4:30. Just in case y'all want to do some stream hopping, here is the link for all the streams on YouTube, the schedule for it. But I am up to chapter 19. And I think it's going to be this chapter, another flashback chapter, and then closing it up real nice in a little bow. Yeah. So not much more. Sitting at 27,000. So it might be around 1,028, 30, 31, 32,000 words for this novella, which isn't bad. The rest of them, when I finish their drafts, they're around 35 to 34. I might be able to flesh some of this out a little bit further with editing. So yeah. All right. Let's do one more sprint. I know we're running over a little bit, but it's okay. Right? Right. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some noms if you have rumblies and tumblies. And look away from the screen if you have been staring at it for a while. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Get at it. Alrighty, how did everybody do on that one? Added some more words. So let's see, that would 28,075 broke the 28,000 mark. Woo. My brain is starting to not brain, y'all. It doesn't take much, but I can feel it. I can't even read my own handwriting. There we go. All right. Broke 5,000 for the day. So 5,311. All right. So that goal is complete. I can check that off. Not bad. Right? Right. Okay. Left off of me sharing the AuthorTube writing schedule, the sprint schedule. If y'all want to check that out, do some sprint hopping, whatever you want to do. Heather hung out with Kay on the couch and started watching a movie. And if y'all are interested, I do have a Ko-fi where you can support me. I have 2 books up if you want to sign up for a membership. One of them happens to be My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine, the very first rough draft. So if you want to read it, go ahead. It's available to all memberships, I do believe. Cat Paw's going to start dinner. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And Arbor, hello. How are you? Popping in for a quick sprint. Nice. Good going. Rita made some notes for book 3 and almost finished editing this chapter. Nice. And then I need a break. I've been at this since noon. Very much so. Yes, you do. I haven't particularly, like the first book with Pristine, I wrote down the time. Like I had started at 5:50 and ended at 7:20 or whatever. And that way I knew it was exactly 5 days or 20 hours and some such minutes within the span of 5 days. These past 2 books, I've just been counting days. I haven't been doing times at all. So, yeah, I don't have the hour count, but I do have the day count. And like I said, today is day 5 for My Husband Wants to Keep Me Gay. But yeah. Well, 10 your time. Yeah, that has been a while. You definitely need a break. Heather says parenting and beginning to prep for my 8 p.m. stream. Nice. Do I see your link? I do not see your link. Are you a mod? You are a mod. Heather, if you want to drop the link, go ahead and do so. Okay. I think this is probably going to be the last sprint that I do with y'all, just because I know the dogs probably need to go outside and I need to get up and walk around for a little bit because back is hurting, head is hurting. I need to go get some more meds probably. But a couple of things before we go. All the links down in the description box if you want to. You can follow me on all the social medias. You can check out all my books. And there's also the AWC website link down there somewhere. And it is going to be the last weekend of this month. There are going to be several panels from several different types of authors or authorship, I guess, from authors to publishers to editors to all of the above. Marketing gurus and stuff like that. So make sure to check out the AWC. The schedule is being built. The playlist for the YouTube site is being built. So you can follow that playlist and go to all the streams that you want to. Now, let's see. Breaking the Block is every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's where writers help writers, and we try to get y'all back to your creativeness as best as we can. And we also talk about some things that are happening in the author community. I know, was it time before last, we talked about the whole AI list. Chicago Sun-Times, I do believe, created a summertime best reading list or something like that, and it was all AI books. The books weren't real. I think maybe 2 books were real. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was an interesting topic. This Sunday, I am not sure what our topic is going to be, but it should be interesting because it always is. So join me and my panelists up here at 11 a.m. Eastern. Not this weekend, but the next weekend. We're having Father's Day off because all the dads in our lives need that day. So it'll be, what day is that? The 22nd. 22nd will be the next Breaking the Block. You see Hunter just pop up. All right, so there is Heather's link to her live stream at 8 p.m. There's also the link to the AuthorTube playlists for you to follow that if you want to. I will see y'all tomorrow at 2 p.m. barring something happening. If the rain holds off, I might mow and I might forget that I'm supposed to be streaming because I did that one day and I apologize. It's all about an event that takes place next weekend, January 20th or 22nd. Nice. All right, cool. So make sure that y'all follow that link. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 2 o'clock, barring nothing happening. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you get all the words in, all the books read, all the things done that you need to get done for the day. And even if you don't, you rested, you needed the break, you can still check that off the list. I will see y'all next time. Have a good one. Bye.